Welcome back to Y&R For Life, where we talk about all things Y&R related. We talk about what's going on, my predictions. What do I think's going to happen? Hey, we even talk about fashion on this show from time to time. Why? Because I'm a big time fashion girl, so we got to spill the tea about that. If you're new to this channel, my question is, what took you so long to get here? And if you are returning, what's up? It has been 2 weeks, my people. I do apologize. I have been so sick and I'm still not feeling the greatest, but I still wanted to put something out there because I've missed you. I've missed doing this. Well, today's going to be a little bit different because, again, not feeling 100%, but I still feel like we can just do some highlights of what's been going on. Couple of disclaimers before we get into it. If you don't want to know what's going on, you kind of want to get caught up on your own, this might not be what you want to see or hear, but I am so grateful that you are here. And if I happen to not mention something, it could be because I plumb forgot or it really just wasn't newsworthy, so I didn't bother mentioning it. And lastly, if you like what you see, you like what you hear, it would be so kind if you hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so that you don't miss a single video that I post here on Y&R For Life. See, I'm all like tongue-tied because again, not 100%, but in any respect, I do try and do this on Sundays so that you get a whole week in order to see like what went on. But again, as I said, be kind to yourself. Like I've been trying to be kind to myself. If I'm not feeling well, like I can't push myself. It is what it is. So just send me positive vibes so that I can feel much, much better very, very quickly. Okay, so within the last 2 weeks, the cat has come out of the bag. What cat, you say? Yeah. Adam and Chelsea's whole lie, boom, blew up. So Sally knows, Billy knows, because we knew Chelsea was going to cave. I mean, I knew because she's a loose cannon. She's always so fidgety. So she let the cat out of the bag to Billy, which in turn, Billy, he just went postal and charged over to Adam's place with Sally there, mind you. And he just went off, like full on off. There were no punches thrown, surprise, surprise. But Billy, he what he didn't say to Adam is what he forgot to say. And Sally was just a listening ear. She was just like, she knew it. I mean, she's no Fruit Loop. She knew it. She just kind of wanted Adam to like say it himself. But even after the cat got out of the bag, Adam was still trying to like lie. Okay, Adam, you have your moments of, you're a decent guy. And then now why didn't you just fess up? You still wanted to try and continue this? And then Sally, she basically confronted him and said, at some point in time, so let me ask you a question. Was there any sort of love with what you and Chelsea did? I knew the answer because the way him and Chelsea went at it at the hotel, be honest with you, I ain't never seen that kind of chemistry between him and Sally. Like, they went to town. Anyway, he finally fessed up and said, well, yes. And now he's just trying to do this backpedaling thing where, yeah, because there's going to be love there because she's the mother of my son, and but I can't love her the way I love you. Oh, Adam. Well, anyway, Chelsea and Billy are no longer. Adam and Sally are no longer. But I will say this, and I believe I've predicted this already, Sally and Billy rebound, they will get together. Do I like this pairing? Absolutely not. And yeah, no, absolutely not. So yeah, Connor is kind of like, he's hip to, the fact that something's awry, but he doesn't quite know what. Now, do I think they should tell the boy, what happened between the two of them? I don't know. I think he's still a little young to be in grown folks' business, but they should, you know, finagle it in a certain way with truth, mind you, in order to say, something like, Mom and Dad made a mistake, and unfortunately, the mistake that we made, like, it hurt our relationships. Like, just something. And I mean, I guess that could lead Connor to ask, well, what mistake did you make? But yeah, I don't know how you would do it, but stop letting the child wonder. Okay. So this is an ongoing story, and Adam is really trying hard to get Sally to see his point of view. Whereas I think Chelsea and Billy have kind of like, I wish it didn't have to be so, but I get it. Side note, Sally's like fishnet, silver, one shoulder, form fitting. Whoo! Man, if I could get away with that, that is a piece. And I'm not big for one shoulders. I know the show is, especially where Phyllis is concerned, she is forever in one shoulder. But you see, if that, bravo, stylist, bravo. Great color, great shape. Everything about it was on point. Check for Sally. And while we're on the fashion, let's segue to Lily Winters. And we will talk about her. But you see, Lily, at some point in time, was it this week or was it last? It would have been last week. She was wearing a knitted, like, I can't quite, I think it was navy blue with like a little bit of like little striping, very minimal, like a beige type striping. Could have been black. I don't, like, the main color could have been black, could have been navy. Don't know, don't care. However, her hair was slicked. She looked fantastic. Like, compared to a couple weeks ago where she looked a little bit like Grandma Moses, but this fit her perfectly. No sleeves, just, I think it was like a bit of an A-line. Once again, bravo, stylist. She looked amazing. So speaking of Lily, poor Lily, Victor is Victor is who Victor is. And here's my thing. Okay, as you may or may not know, Billy fired Lily from Chancellor, Abbott Chancellor, whatever the Dickens names they want to call it at this point, AC. And meanwhile, she's like, "You can't do that." He's like, "Oh, yes, I can." And he basically threw her like a buyout, and she was like, "I want nothing to do with this." Jill wouldn't approve of this. He's like, "I kind of could care less." Jill gave me her voting rights, and like, I outweigh everything, so you out. So now Lily has, commissioned Victor to try and get Billy ousted from AC. Meanwhile, as I said, Victor is who Victor is. Victor and Nikki, where they have not done much with Nikki and her outfit and her hair. She still look a mess. Nikki is like, "Well, what are we gonna do? Like, what, like, because I like Lily, but how's she gonna feel when she realizes that she's not getting the top dog spot anymore, and it's going to me?" And he's like, let me worry about that, and blah blah blah. Even Michael came in on the scene, and yeah, see, Lily's no fool, except when it comes to men. But when it comes to business, she's no fool. And she knows that Victor is cooking up something, which is why she's like, "I am getting my spot back. I'd like this in writing." Lily, all I can tell you is go with Devon, cause you ain't getting. And here's my thing: what does Nikki know about running Chancellor? Nothing. Lily has been in the position for quite some time. She knows the ins and outs. I mean, if anything, let there be two CEOs, like a co CEO. And why is everybody so power hungry for like the top spot? This is ridiculous. See me? If I'm in a position, I don't want that kind of thunder. Like, I'll be happy being in the mailroom. Go do my time, and I'm out. I don't need the politics. I don't need, like, are you crazy? But everybody on this show wants top dog position. Just saying. Yeah, Lily, run. Because Victor is who Victor is, and it ain't never gonna happen. Although Victor says to her, "Yeah, we have a deal." There was nothing in writing. There's no surety. Like, he'll find some loophole. You know, Lily, that's all I can tell you is run. So, this has been, again, an ongoing thing where she got fired. Billy's losing his mind over at AC, mind you. Even so much so, Do Gooder Chance tried to, become co CEO with Billy, and Billy was like not having it. And Chance was like, "Okay, I'm out." So he left. And now he's thinking about going back to the GCPD, where they don't do anything, where the guy could potentially get shot again. Like, it's too much. So Billy is now on a rat race all by himself. Even poor little Katie felt the wrath of Billy, trying to juggle all things AC. And yeah, that was a hot mess. Again, I was wondering where little Katie was, but she popped in for one episode and she's out again. Anyway, what else do we have? Sharon and Cameron Kirsten. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling myself. Enough with this little ketchup stained, paint stained shirt. And apparently he's supposed to be ongoing for a little while. So he ain't got much where wardrobe is concerned. Sharon is a nut house. So we've got Nick, who's trying to be Sharon's savior again, because he knows that something is not right. We have seen Faith and that fast and fresh Lucy. I don't know what else. She bothers me with her little back talk to her parents and anybody who crosses her path. What is she, 15? Get out of town with that nonsense. So, anyway, we saw that they got into an accident because Lucy, she was drinking again. And yeah, that was a whole big set of nonsense. They're they're in the hospital. I don't know if they were in Emerge or what, but only like one little thin sheet is separating them. They could have done better where that was concerned. But anyway, I get it. It's a whole public service announcement about teen drinking doesn't pay. They did this with Cassie, and now they're doing it again with Fast and Fresh Lucy, who, in my opinion, needs to go to boarding school because that's where they send all these little bad children. Just ship them off to boarding school. Hopefully they come out better than when they went in. Anyway, you think with all of this craziness with accident and whatnot, you think one, Faith would keep her distance from Lucy, and that Lucy would be so embarrassed that she would keep her distance from Faith. Oh, no, no, no. That just kind of pushes Lucy even further. And she's like, she's my only friend. Sharon is a day late, a dollar short, and she's going crazy. 1 minute, she's apologetic. The next minute, she's so venomous. It's crazy. That scene where Lucy and Daniel were at the coffee house bumping into Sharon, and then Lucy brings up Cassie. Oh boy, when Sharon went off on her about how dare she bring up the most sensitive thing. Oh, and she just made Lucy feel that small, probably this small. I don't know. And then Daniel was like, hey, you don't have to talk to her like that. Remember, she's still a kid. Okay, Daniel, you and Heather are a little too lenient as far as I'm concerned. Yes, you gave her some, slaps on the wrist, if you will. But why does she still have her phone in order to be... Oh, yeah, you got some tracking device on there. And Meanwhile, at one point in time, Daniel leaves and Lucy calls up Faith. Yeah, can you come over? And I'm kind of sick and tired of listening to Lucy go on about, I'll never ask anything else again. This will be, I swear it's the last time, I swear. How many times has it been the last time? Like, enough already. Okay, so Sharon has been going off on everybody that comes across her path. Even this past week, she's gone off on poor Esther at the coffee house, where she asked for a cup of coffee, and Esther recommended some new teas they got. Why doesn't Sharon know about the teas? And she's like, I asked for a cup of coffee. I mean, Esther, is this what you do with customers? Do you just tell them, they order something and you tell them what you think they should have? Oh boy. I was like, ooh. And then next thing you know, she ends up apologizing, but she ends up on the patio. Poor Esther comes out with the tea. And she, I just want to be left alone. Because, feeling myself was there. Yeah, poor Esther once again. And it's like a whole smorgasbord of trying to figure out what's going on with Sharon. Is she on her meds? Is she off her meds? What's going on? Again, Nick's trying to be the savior. He's now commissioned Mariah and Faith. And it's like a whole, like, almost like Columbo episode. Every minute he's trying to figure out what's going on. Mariah, check the pills. See if she's on her meds. Faith, keep watch. Like, I don't really want to involve you, but are you in? Like, enough. Even Phyllis was like, she needs to go to Fairview. Fairview, the institution, the less than altogether their institution, that I swear they have a room for Sharon because she's been there so often. And yeah. And Nick's like, oh, wait a minute. And then she's like, you didn't see the venom in her eyes. I was actually afraid for my life. What? Oh, Phyllis. Yeah, so it's been a whole, like, what's going on with Sharon. Even feeling myself, like, the two of them, they just seem a little too cozy, even in her dreams. But whatever. Speaking of cozy, uh, Cole and Victoria, well, they finally hit the skins, and that would looked awkward. Even my brother was like, ew, gross. I was like, yeah, trust me. I was like, ugh. I mean, maybe it had been a minute for both of them, but yeah, it just looked awkward. And then now Cole's like, yeah, I think I'm gonna give up my position at Oxford, and I'm going to move back to Genoa City. Just now they are allegedly a couple, but newsflash, Cole, I don't think Victoria really wants anybody to know about the two of you at this time. I think for her, the two of you are just kicking it because it's been a while. Just saying. So stay tuned for that. And furthermore, after they finished doing their whatever, and I guess they spent the night, they come down the club stairs, and and Victoria's, who comes down and your shirt's not buttoned, your hair's all tousled? Oh, I know, Victoria. This was just too much. And there's Claire and Kyle sitting at the table eating French fries. And they could see all this. And yeah. So pretty much cat's out of the bag where they're concerned. And now, speaking of, you know, what has occurred, is that Never Been Kissed Claire has finally been kissed by Kyle in the park. Go ahead, Claire. I ain't mad at you. So yeah, that the two of them, who knows? Even though they're pretending like they're just friends, she is all up in that. And watch and see. I predict that she's gonna get all up in the mix with Kyle and be like little stepmommy to little Harrison, and whatever progress her and Summer have made, because Summer's trying to, you know, turn the other cheek where her cousin's concerned. Oh yeah, crap's gonna hit the fan and it's gonna be on like Donkey Kong. Just saying, putting it out there. So yeah, I think, let me see if I've forgotten anything. So we went through, oh, there was, I think within those 2 weeks, because we don't really need to talk about Jack and Diane, because Diane's trying to get back in the good graces with Kyle. Good luck with that, Diane. Kyle's so far gone. Claire's trying to keep the peace, but whatever. So enough with that. There was at some point, I believe within the 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, that we saw Alan and Tracy. Okay. Alan basically wants to be where Tracy. Uh, Alan wants to be where Tracy is. Now, here's my thing, and I don't know if I predicted this before, but I have a feeling that Alan was the one who died, and that Martin somehow clickety click changed shirts with Alan. Although I don't know, because Ashley came out and saw whatever when they fell off the balcony, but you know, stranger things have happened. And I think Martin took his place because it just seems a little weird and very speedy between the two of them. If I'm not mistaken, the two of them have already hit the skins uh, a couple of times. So I don't know. What say you? I just, I don't have a good feeling about this. And if he didn't die, I think Alan has traits like Martin because they're twins. And yeah, it just got exasperated when Martin died. So I don't know. Just putting it out there. But I think we've got pretty much the highlights. Uh, we don't really need to talk about Audra too tough, except the fact that Victor just ousted her from Glissade pretty much, and because Kyle just basically said, we got a snitch in the house, because uh, Nathaniel knows clearly that Victor was the silent person. This is so dumb. It is so dumb. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. We've barely seen Devon. He's kind of come in sporadically, his little one liners. Um, Summer, eh, not much to say about her. She kind of came in here and there. She's all happy because her and Kyle have reached some sort of custody agreement with the lawyers, and I mean, who cares? Just saying, she's in her happy place, but she still wants Audra, nowhere near her son, as if she's got the plague. Like, enough. So yeah, that's pretty much the highlights. What has happened over the last couple of weeks. Again, just send me positive vibes that I will feel much, much better and that I will be back to my old self, lickety split. I swear, as soon as I hit 50, like, just things just plummeted. But I'm hopeful. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. So, once again, if you stuck around to the end of the video, I'm so grateful. You know, I love you lots. And thank you for your support. Thank you for sticking by me. And, again, this is all for the love of the show. And I truly, truly miss when I don't have an opportunity to say my 2 cents where the week is concerned. I tell you, it has been a whirlwind. But again, I am very, very hopeful that I will feel much, much better sooner than later. So you guys take care, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye.